This is George from High Tech Legion. Today we're going to take a look at the EVGA Superclock CPU Cooler. EVGA is a very common name in the world of computers, making high-end video cards and motherboards for quite some time. This is their first delve into the world of CPU cooling. As with all EVGA products, the Superclock CPU Cooler comes in a black box, a little bit of a blue design, and has a nice big front window showing off the fan and a little bit of the CPU cooler itself. On the rear of the EVGA Superclock CPU Cooler we get a little more information. Some specifications. Dimensions 134.5 by 69 by 152 tall. So it is a tall cooler, but it's not the tallest coolers. It should give you good clearance for a side fan in most cases. It's got a weight of 857 grams, so good sized cooler, but not the heaviest of coolers out there either. Fan speed controlled via the motherboard. Nominal voltage of 12 volts. Max current of 0.32 amps. Noise range of 13.2 to 41.5 dBA. Speed of 750 to 2500 RPM. It's got a hydraulic bearing and 30,000 hour life. You're going to get that in several languages. Compatible with all of the current Intel sockets, 775, 1155, 1156, 1366, and AMD 754, 939, 940, and F. So basically you're covered on AM2, AM2 Plus, AM3, and AM3 Plus. On one side of the Superclock CPU Cooler box, you get several languages. Some of the features listed out again: PWM controlled 120mm fan, 5 8mm copper heat pipes, optimized heat pipe arrangement for thermal load dissipation, channeled airflow fin design, and direct contact heat pipe to CPU. And on the other side we get a nice clear shot of the EVGA Superclock cooler, showing off it is a nice black cooler, heat pipes going through the top. Inside of the box we find two separate packages. First package being the accessory box. Inside you will find instructions in a number of languages. It is a single sheet instruction which they give you in just about every language imaginable. Moving on. Two fan clips. AMD mounting kit. Intel mounting kit and common components. Finally, the back plate. The Superclock cooler comes in a foam rubber protective housing, blister pack top, fan laid on the top, nice clear fan, you can actually see the bearing through, and it is a red LED fan, and the Superclock cooler itself. Just taking a look, the clear fan is 4-pin PWM, red LED, and will sit onto the cooler like so. You'll notice there's an overhang at the bottom. That'll help keep the height down a little bit on the cooler itself. The EVGA cooler, beautiful black design. As you can see, fins are all done in black. They are textured in the front. Two notches in the back. Through the top, you can see the heat pipes coming through clearly with the EVGA logo in white. Taking a look through, see there are channels. Right in the center is actually separated so that the air will flow over the heat pipes more evenly. Direct heat pipe contact on the bottom. Nice mill on all the heat pipes. You really can't feel the gap between the pipes. Tiny bit with your nail, but not much, so you're not going to lose all your thermal paste in there. The mounting comes directly built on the cooler. It's a screw mount. You could take it off, but you will need it mounting it absolutely anywhere you use it. You'll notice it is a floating mount. That's going to come in big later when we do the installation. Up top, a couple of notches which is actually going to help secure it down. Simple mounting for Intel, for AMD holes. So, very nice looking package from EVGA, which is to be expected. It's going to be a very cool looking cooler in the case with the black design and the red LED fan. You don't see much in the way of black coolers. This also has a bit of a glossy finish, so you're going to get some shine off it inside of your case. If you're using a black motherboard, it's definitely going to be really cool looking, and if you're using red LEDs throughout the case, definitely going to blend in well. Give you a very high-end look.